Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back in. It is that time of year again where we have another Draft League playoffs. This year we have the Season 4A playoffs, and we have the bracket in front of us as we have all 14 teams who have punched their tickets into the winner's bracket. Congratulations to all of you for making it, and may the best team win. But before we get into that, we need to start with the loser's bracket, as the 16 seed didn't get there by themselves. And let's take a second to look at it. And so, oops, my cursor's off screen. But as you see here, we have a few stories on the top. We have Portland winning a couple games. Then we have the Meta going to win 3 games before being taken out by Crustal, and then the American in the final. And at the bottom, we had the run of 2 Cinderellas here. We had Cleveland and we had Shadow's team. And it ended up being a 3rd game winner of the series, as Shadow's 16 seed has made it out of the loser's bracket for the 2nd year in a row. Before we head away from this, I want to give a special thank you to Muted, who had Deep pilot them, and then Crustal had Soul pilot them. So thank both of you for coming in and helping out. We do appreciate that. Well, back into the bracket now. It is time for the first round games, and it looks like I have them shown here already for what my plan was, not exactly the plan. But starting at the top, we have Shadow coming out of the loser's bracket, and we have Wubs, the 11 seed. This was a game I went back and forth on a couple times, not really sure what I was wanting to do for it. But at the end of the day, Wubs has bad luck, but it can't be that bad. Like, what are the odds of him getting 2-0'd in the first round of the playoffs? Very unlikely. So I'm going to take Wubs going into the second round here. Then down the other side, we have 2 new rookies into the A-League. We have Redak and we have Atubo. And so for them, this was another back and forth game, but the power of New York is unstoppable, unfortunately. So I'm going to take the Yamas over the Skarmory. Now we move into the second round, where we have the next 4 matchups, and this is where things start getting more interesting, as the first 2 games, they're nothing crazy. But now heading into the top game, we have Carolina playing the Wheeze team. And coming out of this game, I almost went back and forth, and I was like, it's Wubs, he sucks. So I'm going to take the 8 seed here, the Mega Rays. Down to the bottom, we have Solgaleo in the Pacific Sea Pincers. This is a game where I want Splop to win, but he's not, unfortunately. I'm going to have to take Solgaleo, the 5 seed, here to take care of business. Then down the bottom part, we have the Yamas playing Axel and the Hatchman. I'm going to take the Yamas as an upset here, so they are going to be the 12 seed into the final 8. And then here at the top, we have Portland taking on Cham, and let's just roll the clip from last time. They're not the best. And with that, I'm taking Portland. Into the next round now, as you see, we have our final 8 teams. I'm going to split this up, and I'm going to do 2 teams at a time here. Starting off, I want to look at the Mega Rays and the Dar Monsters. For this game, I'm going to take the 1-seeded Dar Monsters. I know last year they had a really good seeding, and they just fell short of Bow Luck. But I do think this season it is going to be possible for them. So with that, I'm going to be taking the Dar Monsters, the 1 seed, to move on against the 8. Now we're going to drop down to the bottom corner, where we have the Battle of New York, where we have the Enterprise taking on the Yamas. And after some colluding and some thinking, I'm going to end Redak's run here, and I'm going to take the Enterprise, the 2 seed. So I have the 1 and the 2 seed here, moving on to the final 4. Now from here is where things get interesting. We head down to the bottom with the 4-5 matchup between Cam and Chillin, and for this one, I am going to take Chillin. Chillin's, I call it underdog, will keep going, only because of, it feels like Splop is the favorite here. I was the consensus around other people around the league. And then to the top here, we have Chicago and Portland. You know what? This Chicago team is special. They're going to make a run. They're going to do amazing. You guys don't know what's in store for this team. With that being said, give me Chicago. So we move into our final 4 here. We have Bo, Chillin, Spry, and Miniris. And here, this is where the mashups should be pretty good, and where I have some ideas for it. First off, I'm going to be starting on the left side. We're starting on the blue side. I'm going to take Chillin. The 5 seed is going to upset the Dar Monsters and Bo, and they're going to head to the finals. And then on that right side, what did I tell you about the Chicago team? This Chicago team is special. They have a lot they can do. My only issue with the Enterprise is they don't have that postseason experience. They always end up getting bounced early, and funny enough, they always end up getting bounced by the champion. So maybe that's something to be said. But with that being said, give me Chicago. So we have our finals here. We have Chillin and Solgaleos versus Spry and the Bewares. And with all of that being said, give me Chicago. Chicago is going to win this, and they're going to take this series. This is an amazing Chicago team. I have doubted them all year. I think it's finally time they prove me wrong and win it all, as they should have a pretty simple path all the way to the finals to be a champion. But guys, that is all for me. Leave down below in the comments who you guys think is going to win, as I'm always correct in my bracket, so I want to see why you guys think I'd be wrong. But with all of that, I will see you guys next time. Bye!